In this world of endless options, selecting the best for our health may seem straightforward, especially when it comes to vegetables. Although we know that vegetables are essential in any healthy diet, there are some that, due to their high carbohydrate content or glycemic index, might not be the best options for people with diabetes. Let's explore which ones and why. Number 1, potatoes. Being rich in starches, they break down into glucose in our body, which can lead to spikes in blood sugar levels. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition suggests that frequent consumption of potatoes may be associated with an increased risk of developing type 2 diabetes due to their high glycemic index. Therefore, for people with diabetes, it's important to consider potato varieties with a lower glycemic index and consume them in small quantities. It's preferable to steam or bake them with their skin to preserve fiber, and combine them with proteins and healthy fats to minimize the impact on blood sugar. Number 2, corn. Especially when consumed in processed forms such as cornmeal, it can have a significant impact on blood glucose levels. An article in the Journal of the American Dietetic Association indicates that foods with a high glycemic index, like processed corn, can contribute to insulin resistance and complications in diabetes management. It's advisable to limit corn consumption and choose whole grains with a lower glycemic index as an alternative. When consuming corn, do so in controlled portions and accompany it with fiber-rich vegetables and proteins to balance the glycemic response. Number 3, cooked carrots. Raw carrots have a low glycemic index. However, cooking them can increase this value. According to the International Carbohydrate Quality Consortium, the cooking method and the processing of foods can significantly affect their glycemic index. Although cooked carrots may have a higher glycemic index than raw ones, their impact on diabetes management can be moderate if consumed within a balanced diet and controlling portions. You can also alternate between raw and cooked carrots to enjoy their nutritional benefits without raising blood sugar too much. Number 4, beets. They are high in natural sugars and, although nutritious, their consumption should be moderate in people with diabetes. A study published in Nutrition Journal highlights that, although vegetables high in carbohydrates can raise blood sugar, their inclusion in the diet should consider the overall balance of nutrient intake. Consume beets in small quantities. Their natural sweetness can be a tasty addition to salads and main dishes as long as the portion is controlled. Combine them with fiber-rich foods and healthy fats to mitigate the glycemic impact. Number 5, peas. They are a source of protein and fiber, but also contain carbohydrates that can affect blood sugar levels. A study published in Diabetes Care suggests that a diet rich in legumes, including peas, can improve glycemic control in people with type 2 diabetes due to their fiber and protein content, which can help slow glucose absorption. However, it's important to balance their consumption within the context of a carbohydrate-controlled diet. You can include them in your diet in moderate portions. They are great in salads, stews, and as a side dish, as long as they are balanced with other low-carbohydrate ingredients. Number 6, pumpkins. Although some pumpkins have a higher carbohydrate content, they are also rich in nutrients and fiber. The key is to select pumpkin varieties with lower carbohydrate content, such as Italian squash, and control portions. The fiber present in pumpkins can help moderate the rise in blood sugar levels, according to a study in Nutrition Reviews. You can enjoy them roasted or mashed as a side dish, and consider small portions to maintain a balance in your carbohydrate intake. Number 7, sweet potatoes. They are preferred over potatoes for their higher fiber and vitamin content. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition and Metabolism found that, despite their carbohydrate content, sweet potatoes can be part of an effective diet for managing type 2 diabetes due to their low glycemic index, especially when consumed with the skin. It's recommended to bake or boil them and accompany them with a source of lean proteins and non-starchy vegetables for a balanced dish. Number 8, canned vegetables with added sugars. Added sugars in canned vegetables can sabotage diabetes management. The American Heart Association recommends limiting added sugars in the diet to prevent blood glucose spikes and improve cardiovascular health. Opt for canned vegetables without added sugars, or even better, for fresh or frozen vegetables. Read labels carefully to make sure you're not consuming hidden sugars. Number 9, fried vegetables or those prepared with sugary sauces. Cooking methods like frying or adding sugary sauces increase the caloric and carbohydrate content of vegetables. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition suggests that diets high in fried foods may be associated with an increased risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Avoid fried vegetables and those prepared with sugar-rich sauces. Instead, choose healthier cooking methods like steaming, boiling, baking, or grilling. Additionally, you can prepare your own sauces with fresh ingredients and without added sugars to better control the amount of carbohydrates in your meals. These recommendations aim to help people with diabetes enjoy a wide variety of foods without compromising their blood glucose control. It's important to remember that diet individualization is key, so these suggestions should be adapted to individual needs and responses. Consulting with a health professional can provide personalized guidance to optimize the diet according to specific health goals. I hope this information about the vegetables that are best moderated if you have diabetes has been very useful to you and inspires you to make more informed decisions about your diet. But this is not all. If you're wondering what else might be impacting your health and well-being, we have something special for you. Right now, we invite you to click and watch our next video, The 9 Worst Cereals for Diabetics. Discover which cereals might be sabotaging your glucose control without you knowing it and how to choose healthier options.